Hey, welcome everybody to another edition of Rick Corbett Jr.'s blog. Wanted to get with you today because I think we've got a really good topic that we get a lot of questions on because I think it differs for everybody. Our topic today, as you'll see in the heading, what price are you willing to pay for success in network marketing? Well, I got to tell you, folks, when you go out and you look at what our industry does, you look at the massive amount of leverage and income that can be created. You have to understand that this is big business. But so many times people treat network marketing like it's a little business, like it's a hobby. And when you treat it like a hobby, you make money like a hobby. And I think the real fact of the matter is that network marketing, though, is the vehicle that can allow anybody from any walk of life, any background, any education, any geographic location, the ability to achieve all their dreams and goals till their wildest expectations. That's what network marketing does for us. The fact of the matter is, though, so many people have a limit on what, and they have these big dreams and goals, and they want to achieve them. But again, there's that but, okay, that they have a limit to what they're willing to do, what price they're willing to pay. And keep in mind, folks, when we talk about price, it has absolutely nothing to do with money. It has to do with sweat equity. But I'm going to tell you a quick story and sort of tell you how this plays into right where we're at. Because realistically, folks, there is a price to pay. Don't get me wrong, if in your job, and let me tell this story first, and then I think this will relate to you'll understand. I had a guy that wanted to get in my business about a year ago, and so this guy had found me through my blog, and he contacted me and he says, hey man, listen, I want to do business with you, I'm really excited about this. And I said, great. And so I sent him some information. Again, I'm sorting through them, making sure he's actually a qualified prospect. And he had the three requirements for me, which were he had the time, he had the money, and he had the desire to get started. So the bottom line is I put him into my sort of feeder process. And so we get to this point where the guy goes, okay, I'm ready to go. And I said, well, first, before we go, you get signed up, let's talk about what you want to have happen here. What do you expect to happen in this? He goes, well, hey, look, I said, have you ever been in network marketing? He says, no, absolutely not. I said, great. So I said, what kind of income are you looking to make? He goes, well, I want to make $10,000 a month, which, everybody says, $10,000 a month. So I said, okay, $10,000 a month. And I said, how long are you willing to work to get to $10,000 a month? And the guy goes, 90 days. I said, excuse me, 90 days. I said, okay. And I said, how many hours a week do you want to put into your business? He goes, oh, no more than 5. I said, okay, let's put this in perspective. And let me ask you a couple questions here, Chief. I said, what do you do for a living? He goes, real proudly, I'm a computer programmer. And I've been a computer programmer for 17 years. I said, great, awesome. How much do you make as a computer programmer? He goes, I make a little over, what did he say, about $80,000 a year. I said, great, okay. So, you're a little under $7,000 a month, right? I said, right. So I said, and it's taken, have you been making that $80,000 for all 17 years, or was it progressive? He goes, oh, it's progressive, you raises, this, that, and everything, promotion. I said, great. So I said to him, so you make less than $7,000 a month in a thing that you spend at least 40 hours a week on, okay, that you've been doing for 17 years. Yet you want to come into something that you have no experience on, no knowledge of, except what you think you've read or what's out there, on the internet, and you're going to come into something with no experience, and you're going to expect to make $10,000 a month within 90 days with no experience. I said, is there something wrong with that picture? I mean, where you can't do it in 17 years in your career, yet you want to do it in 90 days with something you have no experience in. And the guy goes, no, I don't see anything wrong with that. I said, okay, that's great. You and I are not going to work together, okay? You have unrealistic expectations, and we can't do that. And, the guy was not willing to pay the price to make the income he wanted. 5 hours a week's not going to cut it. Now, I'll clarify it. There is that 1 in 1,000 where you've got the person that's got all the social capital and got credibility with those people, and they can pick up the phone and say, hey, you need to take a look. Or if they say jump, the other people say how high. You with me? They have credibility like that. Well, when you got somebody like that, it's a lot easier. But for a guy like this that didn't have a big social background, was pretty much a hermit, wanted to spend 5 hours a week, okay, yet make $10,000 a month. Unrealistic. So I ask you, what price are you willing to pay? Meaning that, again, if making $10,000 a month is so easy, everybody would already be doing it. But you realize in network marketing that 90% of the people never make more than $10,000 a month. It's less than 10% that make over $10,000 a month. The fact is, why is that? It's because it's a business, and it takes knowledge, it takes education, it takes dedication, it takes commitment, it takes a stick-to-itiveness until you achieve your dream and goal. But so many times people say, well, I'm willing to do it, but if I have to do this or if I have to do that, oh, yeah, I'm not. Again, they're not willing to pay the price. So keep in mind, folks, as you go out and you're talking to people and you're learning and you're introducing and you're meeting people that want to do your business, okay, think about that, because the time and effort that you're going to invest in that person to help them become successful could be, should be it's probably going to be in the hundreds of hours, okay, till they get to the point where they're self-sufficient and they're making a consistent, significant income. It's going to be hundreds of hours you're going to invest in them. So make sure that you got somebody that's willing to pay the price, okay, not just in lip service. Because I got to tell you, folks, there's a huge difference between somebody saying it and actually doing it. So just remember, as part of your qualification process when you're interviewing somebody, okay, or you want somebody to get in your business, think about all the time you're investing in what your ultimate goal, which is develop somebody that can walk away, build their own business, generate a reoccurring income from that person, that you get a little piece of the action for years and years and decades into the future, and that you're going to be investing hundreds of hours in these people over the years to get them to the level where they're going to be successful. Well, folks, wouldn't you want somebody that you knew in advance was willing to pay the price to be successful? You don't want somebody that a couple months down the road and you put, dozens and dozens and dozens of hours and they go, oh, wow, I'm just not making as much as I want, or oh, I'm not excited about this, or whatever. The fact is, you got to have the right person. So just remember, make sure you find out if somebody's willing to pay the price to achieve success in network marketing, and it'll certainly turn your business around. So again, for Rick Corbett Jr. here at the rickcorbettjr.com blog, appreciate you being with us. We'll see you again tomorrow with another piece of content. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.